Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dublin Celtic Tigers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
95. 95. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Check.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
95's the Sam. No, middle.
Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football, because now not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Mike, check. 58. 59. You must be dreaming. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Check, bunch set. Watch 89.
On 1st down, Allen being chased out left. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help him dig out of this hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Mike.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Operating from the red zone now. Allen eluding the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And Ingram holds it in. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
I'm letting you know. Alert! You better bring it.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rico Gafford, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2.
95's Mike. Watch 95.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 40 now on second down, Tannehill finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Good job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
20. Mike, check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Go.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he's got him. Got his man on the in route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike, check, 59. I'm coming.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
We're going to work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
From the 45 on second down, Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. On play action, Allen. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Allen will try again on second down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Tight end left. Hey.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Here we go.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Fight 51. Mike 51.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it. That's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Flushed out right. This one complete to Gafford. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
Check, he's Mike. Target. 95's Mike, watch 95. Here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch 95. Don't get nervous. 95's the Sam. No, check, he's Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. 95's Mike. Half. You got nothing.
Throwing again. Allen. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 59.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check three.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the gun, it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he is all the way up past the 25. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dublin, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And